Hello everyone, welcome you all to Eternal IAS. And here I am Ayushi Madaan, your current affairs educator. And in today we are going to start a series which is related to 5 MCQs a day. And in this series, we are going to cover the current affairs topic in the form of questions, or you can say in the form of MCQ, which are important for the UPSC prelims examination. So I hope you all will be prepared to understand what actually we are going to study. So without wasting your time, let us now start the MCQs session. Like there is first question. First question here says that consider the following statements about APEC 2023 summit. As you all know, there is a summit known as Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. So 2023, America. In America, San Francisco got the opportunity to hold this APEC 2023 summit. So these are the statements related to that because it just happened in 2023. It can be asked in 2024 examination. Okay. So question is, in this summit, America, USA, or San Francisco has emphasized its strategy of complete isolation from China. Do you really think that America can say this kind of statement that we want to have a complete isolation from China? No. They can say that we can have the relationship issues, right? We can have the different type of relationship, but that doesn't mean we want to be totally escape from China. That is a wrong statement. Okay. So first statement in this question is totally wrong. Whereas if I talk about the second statement, as you all know, whatever summits you are studying, you have to learn the theme of that summit as well. So the summit theme is creating a sustainable future for all. This is totally correct. This has been the goal from so many years related to the climatic change or things going on. So this is correct. And one most important thing, that after the summit, as you all know, every time a declaration is being accepted, right? So in this, Golden Gate Declaration was adopted. Like if I talk about G20, when G20 has been completed in India, Delhi Declaration was adopted. You all know that. As the same way, when one summit has been completed, one declaration is being adopted where the summit is being held. So, in this case, Golden Gate Declaration is adopted. Now, a question from you all, which you have to comment in the comment box. A question is, I'm giving you a declaration, Bangkok Declaration. Bangkok Declaration is related to which organization? Are you all getting my point? You have to tell me that Bangkok Declaration is related to which organization, institution. Okay. Okay, moving on next. So, Golden Gate Declaration adopted, fine, and it aims to establish a well-functioned WTO dispute settlement system. WTO here is World Trade Organization. By the year 2024, there is a complete redressal mechanism for the WTO disputes. Like there has been so many disputes going on between the countries related to the trade mechanism. So that must be settled down. Okay. So you can read it here, the explanation also. APEC, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, was established in year 1989 with 12 members. How many members? 12 members. And what are the members? And let me tell you, in this, India is not a member. Australia, Brunei, Darussalam. Brunei Darussalam is just a name of the island there. And Brunei is also a part of ASEAN, if you remember. Okay, Australia is not a part of ASEAN nation, but Brunei is a part of ASEAN nation. Australia is a part of ASEAN plus 3 and ASEAN plus 6. Canada, Indonesia, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, New Zealand, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, USA. Okay, when it was established, there were 12 members. So there can be a question, right? originally it had this number of members. So originally it had 12 number of members, but presently, as you all know, the number tends to increase. So currently it has 21 members. China, Hong Kong, Mexico, Papua New Guinea, Chile, Peru, Russia, Vietnam, they have been added recently. You don't have to learn the years, right? Like Papua New Guinea has been added in 1993. That you can skip. Okay. So, United Nations, USA, has hosted this summit, and San Francisco of USA was honored as the city host, with the theme. I told you about the theme as well. And Golden Gate Declaration was adopted by all the leaders so that they can have a sustainable future, or you can say they do not want any kind of complete isolation from China, as their import export also depends on the trade, also depends on the China also. So they do not want this kind. Okay, but yes, whatever I told you, na, this is all you have to remember about Apex. So we will study a question, we will find out the answer, and then we will have the explanation also, so that we can have a complete understanding of that particular topic. So that if any of the question comes up in that particular topic, we should be able to do that. Okay, so APEC, you all remember? Okay, so what is the status of India here? Why it is important for us? India is currently the observer member of APEC, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. We are at the observer status. And any country which is at the observer status, what they have to do is they can attend the meetings, but they do not have the right to do what? They do not have the right to, you can say, uh, give the voting or something like that. They can attend the meetings only. Okay, so this is all about the APEC, and there has been a question from the APEC in the 2009 2019 also about the APEC. So, and there has been a question in 2015 also. India has been a member of which of the following organizations? And the options was APAC, ASEAN, and East Asia Summit. Okay, so India is a member of only East Asia Summit, not ASEAN, not APEC. Right? We are a member of East Asia Summit, the recently held summit, East Asia Summit held in Indonesia. The capital of Indonesia, Jakarta. Okay, so moving on, next question. Next question, because this authority has been in news recently, and in the Hindu newspaper article, I got the topic of this because Supreme Court was saying that CARA, Central Adoption Resource Authority, is delaying the adoption process of the children. So there has been an article about the CARA. So I thought I should make a question from the CARA only, because people or students do not study about this authority very often. So the question is, CARA is a statutory body. Exactly, it is a statutory body. What is the meaning of statutory body? It means the body has been established by the Act of Parliament. And that means this body is nowhere mentioned in the constitution, because if it is mentioned in constitution, it will be a constitutional body, but it is a non-constitutional and established by the Act of Parliament. That means it is a statutory body, and obviously it definitely comes under some ministry. So what is the name of that ministry? Ministry of Women and Child Development, established by the Juvenile Justice after 2015. Correct, you remember about that incident of Nirbhaya happened in Delhi. So that case established, or that case said that Juvenile Justice Act must be there, and that's how CARA has been established. CARA is a regulation body which it totally sees about the adoption system in India. If there is any orphan children, abandoned children, kidnapped children, surrendered children, so we just that parents can adopt those children, right? Parents adopt कर सकते हैं, तो उसके लिए है यहाँ पर. अब if you want to adopt, then responsibilities have been decentralized by local district magistrate. We should go to the local district magistrates for the speedy disposal of the adoption process. All the three statements are correct. Answer will be 1, 2, and 3. So you can read about this Supreme Court has expressed the concern over the delay in this system. That's why I was telling you about this. Act name is, but actually it was established in 1990 to monitor and regulate the country adoption process, and even outside country also. Okay, inter country and outside country also. So what is the process for doing this? In the portal of Kara, what is the name of portal of Kara? Child Adoption Resource Information and Guidance System, carings. The children and the parents who wants to adopt, their database has to be registered on the carings, and then specialized adoption agency will conduct a home study program of the parents, their background, their education, their family background, and their income as well, and then they will complete the adoption process. Parents can take the pre-adoption foster care, right? Kara conducts the post adoption also, because if a parent adopts, then what is the status of the child after that, that also being conducted. Okay, child welfare committees also go there and see the process also. So this is the basic thing by which any adoption can be done. So carings you have to remember, carings portal, Kara you have to remember when it was established and by what act it has been established, and what is the process. Specialized adoption agency is the point of contact. This question can come up very easily in the examination. Okay, so this was the second question. Moving on to the third question about the illegal sand mining, because in Bihar region it has been done, and that's why this topic illegal sand mining is in news. You can see here recently Bihar police has arrested the sand smugglers against the illegal sand mining program. So what happens is, in the Son River, you all know about the Son River. Son River, so that's why this illegal mining activities topic has been in news. So what is sand mining? Sand mining is basically a process by which we can extract the sand's upper layer, and whatever the resources being found in the sand area, we are extracting the valuable materials, minerals, whatever we are having for our purpose use. Okay, it can be gravel, sand, stone, anything, and that this is being used for the further process also. So, is there any act related to the sand mining stoppage? Like if you are doing illegal sand mining, is there any act related to the stoppage of that? Definitely. Mines and Minerals Act of 1957 is there, which says that sand is a minor mineral and the administrative control over the minor mineral will be in the hands of state government, right? This is totally correct statement. Whatever the illegal sand mining is going on, that total process is in the hands of the state government, not on the central government. केंद्र सरकार के पास नहीं है, राज्य सरकार के पास होता है. Getting my point? Okay, this topic has been in news with the recent times. If I talk about बहुत ज्यादा न्यूज में था ये टॉपिक कि भाई इलीगल जो है ये काम जो है वो रुक जाना चाहिए. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी यही बात बोली है दैट अगर आपको सैंड माइनिंग करनी है, आपको जो है सैंड का कलेक्शन करना है, तो वहां पर भी आपको अप्रूवल चाहिए होगा. अगर आप 5 हेक्टेयर के लैंड पे भी ये कर रही हो, 5 हेक्टेयर सिर्फ, ओनली 5 हेक्टेयर्स, 5 हेक्टेयर्स या उससे कम भी लैंड पे आप अगर सैंड माइनिंग करना चाहते हो, तो पहले आपको स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का अप्रूवल चाहिए होगा, देन ओनली वहां पे सैंड माइनिंग अलाउड होगी. सो ऑल दीज थ्री स्टेटमेंट्स आर टोटली करेक्ट. आंसर विल बी डी. ओके, सो बिकॉज क्या होता है कि सैंड माइनिंग होती है तो उसके इकोलॉजिकल कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस भी बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट इकोलॉजिकल कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस, तो हमारी जो जीएसआई है, जियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया, उन्होंने बोला कि इससे पूरा रिवर का जो रास्ता है वो खराब हो जाता है, इरोजन हो जाती है, जो मरीन और एक्वाटिक एनिमल्स होते हैं उनको प्रॉब्लमेटिक क्रिएट होती है, फ्लडिंग की सिचुएशन जो है वो बढ़ सकती है, एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली दैट ग्राउंड वाटर डिप्लीशन is the major cause. Groundwater depletion, biodiversity loss. So this is the thing. And if I talk about what are the acts going on in India related to sand mining, first one is Mines and Minerals Act of 1957. First one is very very important. Okay, because recently it has been amended by the Parliament. Also, there has been another act related to this, that is Environment Impact Assessment 2006. In this act, Environment Impact Assessment Act 2006. Supreme Court said that even in the areas less than 5 hectares, the permission or the approval is required. In this, Supreme Court has said that. And there are so many other acts also, but this is what you have to remember. Okay. Getting my point about the illegal sand mining, I hope this concept is cleared. All the three statements are correct. And if a question can come up, the question can be come up in this form also, or the question can come up like they can ask from you what are the consequences. Like I have also uh, taken a question from the mains also. Like in 2019, UPSC has asked about the coastal sand mining, whether it's legal or illegal. It is a big threat to environment. This is totally correct. So what is the impact of sand mining? You have to analyze that. Okay, you have to tell the consequences of doing the sand mining along the Indian coast. You have to tell the specific examples also, like I told you about the Son River in Bihar, right? So tell about the impact of sand mining. Analyze means you have to tell the consequences. Mainly criticize. It's not about only about the criticize, because sand mining, it's whether it's legal or illegal, it is posing threat to the environment. Okay, so you have to first to write this particular answer, what you have to do, you have to tell what exactly is sand mining first. Then you have to tell what are the consequences of doing the illegal sand mining. Then you have to tell that in India there are some uh, acts related to the sand mining, and then you have to tell the way forward or how this can be stopped. At the last, stopping, yeah, or way forward point. All of you getting my point? This is how you are going to complete. Okay, moving on to the fourth question. Fourth question is a very important question related to the portal recently launched, that is Amplify 2.0 portal. It has been launched by Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So read the question. There is a twist in the question. Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs to provide raw data from Indian villages on a single platform. Do you really think Urban Affairs Ministry will do the data of Indian villages? No. So this is a thing in this question, that not villages, it will provide the information over the cities, Indian cities. So first statement will be wrong. Okay. So if I talk about first statement is wrong, then only B, 2 and 3 is the left option. So 2 and 3 statement is correct, because this portal is going to cover कि एक सिटी में, एक पूरे एरिया में डीजल कंजम्पशन कितना हुआ, वाटर क्वालिटी कैसी है, हेल्थ केयर में कितना सरकार खर्च कर रही है, स्लम एरियाज, पूरे एशिया का सबसे बड़ा स्लम एरिया भारत में ही है, दैट इज मुंबई धारावी। तो रोड एक्सीडेंट में कितनी मौतें होती हैं, तो एवरीथिंग रिलेटेड टू दैट वो एम्पलीफाई 2.0 पोर्टल में इकट्ठा किया जाएगा, राइट। सो ये एक पोर्टल है, गवर्नमेंट ने जो बनाया है, ठीक है, 2.0 है ये। तो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द नेम ऑफ अ मिनिस्ट्री, रॉ डेटा ऑफ इंडियन सिटीज, what they are going to cover, and ये इनिशिएटिव जो है अर्बन आउटकम्स फ्रेमवर्क 2022 के तहत यहाँ पे लेकर के आया गया है। तो एम्पलीफाई 2.0 इज रिलेटेड टू दैट ओनली। ओके, सो ये डेटा एक प्रोवाइड करेगा, अभी रिसेंट ही ये करंट में न्यूज में था काफी ज्यादा। सो देर कैन बी अ क्वेश्चन। ओके, ये 14 सेक्टर्स में से निकालेगा, जैसे डेमोग्राफी, एनवायरमेंट से जुड़ा हुआ, हाउसिंग, हेल्थ, ओके, प्लानिंग, अर्बन प्लानिंग, टाउन सिटी प्लानिंग, मैनेजमेंट, वाटर, सैनिटेशन, फाइनेंस, गवर्नेंस, related to that. Okay, so you can read this. The full form of Amplify here is Assessment and Monitoring Platform for Livable, Inclusive and Future Ready Urban India. So it is totally about the urban cities, not rural cities. So if a question has been asked from Amplify, remember you don't have to tell about the village sector. Okay, no, nothing about the village, only urban India. Okay, so this is the question. Urban Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Clearly got the question. Moving on to the last question of today's lecture. So this is about the Primary Agriculture Credit Societies, which is known as PACS. Very important. Understand. Primary Agriculture Credit Society, that means a society which is providing credit for the agriculture purposes. So, this PACS is basically providing people or the farmers or the agriculturals to have the सेफ क्रेडिट लाइक उनको एक तरीके से लोन, देखो लोन तो फार्मर्स के किसानों को लेना है, ठीक है, लेकिन उसमें इतना पेपर वर्क होता है और हर किसान उतना पेपर वर्क समझे करे ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है। तो सरकार ने यहाँ पर बहुत कम पेपर वर्क में एक नया सोसाइटी का एक तरीके से गठन किया है, दैट इज प्राइमरी एग्रीकल्चर क्रेडिट सोसाइटी। ठीक है, यहाँ पे भी आप देख सकते हो, एक तो अर्बन बैंक होते हैं, एक रूरल होते हैं। अर्बन में शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए लोन देने के लिए प्राइमरी एग्रीकल्चर क्रेडिट सोसाइटीज यहाँ पे होती हैं। सो ये पीएसीएस जो है वो बेसिकली किसको यहाँ पे प्रॉपरली लोन देती है, सिटी लेवल नहीं है, फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट पढ़ो, सिटी लेवल इंस्टीट्यूशंस नो, सिटी लेवल तो है ही नहीं ना, ये अर्बन रेसिडेंट्स के साथ नहीं, ये तो विलेज लेवल पे काम करते हैं। ठीक है, तो ये स्मॉल फार्मर्स को दे प्रोवाइड लोन टू दी स्मॉल फार्मर जो जिनकी जमीन बहुत कम हिस्से में है उनके पास। ठीक है, ये अपने बजट जो आया था इस बार का उसमें इसको भी स्टार्ट करवाया गया था, इसको डिजिटलाइज कर दिया जाएगा, पूरा पेपर वर्क कम रहो, ऑनलाइन ही सारा कुछ हो जाएगा यहाँ पर। ठीक है, तो विलेज लेवल पे काम करते हैं, सिटी लेवल पे नहीं है, विलेज है। ओके, सिंप्लीफाइड क्रेडिट कार्ड रहेंगे, शॉर्ट टर्म रहेंगे अगर उनको क्रॉप की कल्टीवेशन के लिए एक्टिविटीज परफॉर्म करने के लिए चाहिए, एंड ऑल्सो दे विल प्रमोट द फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी भी उसमें प्रमोट करेंगे। शॉर्ट टर्म है, मीडियम टर्म के लिए होता है, शॉर्ट और मीडियम दोनों के लिए एग्रीकल्चर का लोन मिल सकता है उनको। और पहली बार फर्स्ट पीएसीएस वाज फॉर्म्ड इन 1904, even before independence it has been formed already. Okay, and if I talk about presently how many PACAs are existing in India, so India में अभी जो है इसकी संख्या 1.02 लाख है, राइट आते आते हो सकता है इसमें और ज्यादा भी इंक्रीज हो जाए। ओके ना, सो दिस इज अबाउट दी पीएसीएस, बहुत कम समय के लिए ये लोन प्रोवाइड किया जा सकता है। तो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज टोटली रॉन्ग, आंसर अगेन विल बी ओनली। Okay, you can have this screenshot of this picture as well. So this is how we have completed the 5 MCQs. I hope you all liked this lecture. What I'm expecting from you is that ये जो 5 MCQs हम कर रहे हैं, these 5 MCQs is going to help you in the UPSC prelims exam. So try to cover these MCQs, try to be consistent in the class, and that's how we are going to complete and fully cover the major topics related to current affairs in the form of MCQ with their explanation also. So I hope you all liked the lecture. If you like it, then do tell me in the comments box. Meet you all in the next lecture. Take care. Goodbye. Jai Hind.